Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and welcome to the silliest guide you'll ever watch. If it somehow weren't clear enough by the title and thumbnail, we'll be going over the steps needed to obtain the Don't Be Silly achievement in 1.30, where you must start as Cilli and form any other nation. While you could make this super hard for yourself and form any number of nations, the easiest by far is forming Croatia, so that'll be the focus for today's guide. And before we get into the details, I'll preface this by saying that RNG obviously has a pretty big factor in this achievement. From experimenting to finish, it took me around 5 tries. Every restart only lasted around a year or two though, so it's not the worst restarting scenario. And as a final note, technically you could just sit as an OPM for a few decades to see if Hungary happens to lose a war to Poland where Croatia is released from a PU, but that's rather boring and creates no actual progress in the case where that doesn't happen. So, let's begin. Right off the bat, raise your army to 6 infantry and keep it maintained. Also assign your ruler as the general, since he's old anyway and your heir is slightly better than him. Then assign a merchant to collect in Venice and transfer trade from Wien. Revoke land from the estates and pick the easiest diet to achieve. Then choose right of council, oversight of the clergy, and free enterprise for your estate privileges. Next, you're guaranteed a royal marriage with both Austria and Hungary, so make sure to grab those. Now unpause for a few days to check Hungary and Bosnia's alliances. Keep an eye on them moving forward too. If they end up allying with each other, it's not the end of the world, but it will make this a little bit trickier. If Bosnia ends up allying with Poland somehow, then it's a pretty instant restart. If everything continues to work out and Bosnia is only allied to Serbia, then you'll be fine. Now, improve relations with Hungary to try and secure yourself an alliance with them. You can try the same with Austria, but they're a lot less likely to actually ally you for now. When your alliance with Hungary is secured, ask Austria and Hungary for military access, and prepare to invade Bosnia. Make sure to also take your mission for morale while you're at it. Hungary is likely enough to desire Bosnia's land and will probably join you in your no-CB against them. If for some reason they don't want to join, then you'll have to change your focus to Herzegovina if they have no allies. You can do this pretty easily by just using Bosnia for military access. Changing your target to Herzegovina is also valid if Hungary and Bosnia are allied to each other, because you only need to vassalize one of the two for the strategy to work. If for some reason you find yourself blocked off from easily invading Herzegovina or from invading Bosnia with Hungary's help, then you'll likely have to diverge from this guide or restart, since we'll be moving forward with the vassalization of either Bosnia or Herzegovina. When invading Bosnia, make sure to go for the capital to make sure you'll be able to vassalize them. Hungary should be able to take care of the rest for you, and you can safely vassalize without a coalition. Once you've gotten your vassal, either Bosnia or Herzegovina, your next target is the one you didn't vassalize. Make sure to improve relations with your vassal and prepare for the next war. Herzegovina should be a very easy and straightforward endeavor. But if Bosnia is out of reach because they're allied to Hungary, then make Serbia's land an interest of yours in hopes that Herzegovina will claim it. With Hungary allied to you in Bosnia and weaker because of it, Poland is likely to invade them. If this happens, you can invade Bosnia and Serbia when Hungary is weak enough to refuse their call to arms. Otherwise, you'll want to strengthen your army and go into debt in order to declare on Serbia and bring in Bosnia. You can go to Tech 4 and military if you want to as well to grab yourself that extra advantage. You'll have to wait for Herzegovina to like you and then get a claim on Zeta, but that might be your only way moving forward. Speaking of which, from here on out is a little bit more complicated because there are 3 different paths of divergence. Either 1, you've taken Bosnia and Herzegovina and Hungary is still intact, or 2, Hungary's been invaded and Croatia's been released while you've invaded both Bosnia and Herzegovina, or 3, you've had to invade Serbia, taken Serbia's land, and broken Bosnia's alliance with Hungary. In any case, there's a problem of Croatia. If Croatia is released by Poland in a peace deal, which they're likely to do, then it's pretty easy moving forward. You can simply invade and sit on them for a good several years, while you wait for your AE to decrease before full annexing. If Hungary and Croatia are still alive, then it might be a good idea to ally Austria and try and gain Poland as an ally with you as well. In those last two cases, you have to make sure you can annex Croatia before Hungary falls into a PU with Austria, or it's pretty much a restart. When, in some way or another, you've annexed Croatia, then you can culture shift by stating all the Croatian land, and maybe if you have to, culture converting a province or two. With the requirements to form Croatia changed to require only 6 provinces of Croatian or Dalmatian culture, then you can form Croatia and earn yourself the Don't Be Silly achievement. That's all there is to it. If you found today's guide helpful, then be sure to leave a like. It helps out the algorithm and shows the video to a lot more people. Also, 75% of viewers are actually not subscribed to the channel, so if you're one of those people, it'd be a big help to go ahead and subscribe. For now, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a quick thank you to the patrons you see on screen here for the month of June, especially those in the Admiral tier, Ben Greenhagen, Car Newley, and Tiger Pop, those in the General tier, Justinian and Brennan Arcano, and in the Prince tier, Natsuki and Rockbox, and in the King tier, Chewy Shoot. Thank you all so much for your donations, it means a lot to me, and you're helping to move the channel forward more than you know. And as always, I can't possibly thank you enough.